Hey everybody, it's Samer time. A little after 7 a.m. on today. I don't know the date, but I think it's the 12th day. Is it Friday? I don't know. Anyway, just a quick update here of some things that happened at the end of the day yesterday. I met my first other two thru hikers on this trail, Tessa and Wyatt, who moved to North Carolina from Washington State. And this is their first real thru hike, long thru hike, though they're experienced campers and backpackers out west. Very nice, smart, charming couple to hang out with. 2 days ago, a trail angel that I knew of but had never met reached out to me. And this guy is a hiker. His name's Soy Boy. He's been following along on the videos, on the live updates on Facebook and stuff. And we know it's a lot of the same people from the music scene in North Carolina, but can't remember if we'd ever spoken before. But when I finally saw him in the flesh, he did seem very familiar. But he reached out near the beginning of my trip and just said, hey, when you're coming through this area, let me know. And we were able to touch base again right before I got in the Morganton area. And he's also a beer geek and loves Fonta Flora Brewery as much as I do. So that was kind of the draw. He's going to bring me some beers or take me off trail to get to the brewery, which is pretty close. But it was all very casual, informal. We're just kind of up in the air discussing it. So the other day on a Facebook Live, I kind of teased that I was going to be in the area and this would be a good place if he wanted to get up. Sure enough, he reached out, and we tried to have a rendezvous point at Steel Creek Falls yesterday to do some swimming, but I got there at 2 o'clock and he wasn't planning to get there till 4, so I barely had any reception out here. I sent a message just hoping it would go through that, hey man, I'm too early, can we push on to this next area? Obviously I don't know the area very well, so I just chose the next thing on the guide that looked like parking. It's about 4 miles further. I told Tessa and Wyatt, the thru hikers, that's where I was going. I hiked with them for a little while, then I said I'm gonna push on, catch the trail angel up here. If y'all make it there tonight, which I don't know if they were planning on it or not, but I definitely gave them a little goose in their step to hike a little faster than they were planning on, so they could get there and get some trail magic. So when I finally got to the parking space, it was not like a pull-off for cars. It was deep on a forest road and looked like it hadn't been used for a long time, but there was a fire ring nearby. So I posted up and waited for a while, and then Tess and Wyatt showed up, and I was just getting 1 bar signal, and little messages were coming through, barely, from Soy Boy, the trail angel. But finally, I decided he might not have been able to access it. One of his messages said he ran into a gate on the road that was locked and he couldn't get around it, so he had to go back through Mortimer and come in the back way. So I just didn't think he was going to be able to access us, and I didn't want him to have to ride or walk very far. So I decided to push on up to South Harbor Creek, which was the next kind of view area listed on the guide. And as I did that, I got up the hill and started to get a signal, and his message came in. I had sent him a message that I was going to South Harper's Creek or whatever, and he sent me a message, well, don't do that, dude. I parked my car at the gate on the other side of the road. I'm hiking towards you now, doing summertime speed. If you keep pushing, I'm never going to catch you, and I'm just going to go home. And look, Soy Boy had already driven from Charlotte to come hang out and bring heady beers and Bojangles, little did we know. So I said, all right, I just want to make sure you know exactly where you're going to, and it's not going to be a wasted walk for you or me. He said, dude, if you're right at the spot you said you are, I know that area super well. I know right where you are, and I'm coming. I could hear it. By this time we had connected with a call, so I was far enough up the mountain. I could hear he's breathing about as hard as I am right now. And so I turned around, went back down. Tess and Wyatt were setting up camp near the fire ring because they were done for the day. And I said, look, trail angel's coming. And they kind of, okay. And I didn't honestly completely believe it either, man, because I didn't realize how well Soy Boy knew the area, and I thought he might have the spot I said confused with a different road crossing. So we wait around. It's probably 30 or 40 minutes. I think we'd all given up. I kept trying to will him around the corner. I kept looking down the path and hoping. And finally, I was giving up and I was starting to like get ready for bed, and all of a sudden I hear, "Hey, you guys know which way to Jockey's Ridge?" And there's Soy Boy with a backpack on, like I said, toting heady beers and Bojangles Cajun filet biscuits for our Washington State friends who had never had them before. And we chilled and partied for a couple hours until after dark, and Soy Boy packed up all of our trash. Oh, he brought power batteries, power banks, because mine were depleted, and so were Wyatt and Tessa's. And even let me keep one that I'm going to send back to him later just to get the full charge, because I hadn't gotten it all before he left. And yeah, he left in the middle of the night with a big smile on his face, and we all went to bed with the same on ours. So he hiked at least a couple miles one way uphill from where he parked, 2 miles in and then 2 miles back. Dirt road, most of it, but you know, when you really work as a trail angel to drop that magic off, that's impressive. But he's sectioned hike, I think sections 2 and 3 of the MST, and done a lot of other trips all around here. So he knows what he's doing and enjoys the hike, and I sure was glad that was the case, so that he was able to trek all the way down to us. But we had a great night, and I hope to run into him again either during the hike for some miles or after for all the other things we like and have in common. So thanks, Soy Boy. Okie dokie, I'm nearing the end of section 4, and this is where all the river fords and crossings are. I've been saying for the last 2 days that they're going to happen that day, but I was mistaken both days. Now, I did have a couple fords yesterday and the day before, but I was able to keep my feet dry for them. Today, so far, I'm 2.5 hours into hiking. Had a couple fords I've been able to rock up very creatively and like 50 yards upstream in order to keep my feet dry, but this is the point of no return. There is no way across the river here to, where is it? There's the trail. Right there where my stick is. Right there. So there's no way across, so now starts the wet feet crossings, and there'll be a lot of those today. At least it's cold, and my feet are kind of liking that. The rocks are still super slippery. Phone in hand might not be the best idea, but we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Really, really cold. The deeper you go, the colder it gets. That's what she said. Whew! Oh, it get deep out here in the middle now. I got banged up a little bit back there, so I'm just gonna stand, get my knees in this cold water. Oh my Lord. Blessings. Listen, that's nothing, man. Once you've done the Florida Trail, well, that gets about 4 feet deep right there, but this water wading, get used to it out there. Dang, it is a little deeper over here though. Shoot. Ooh. Shout out to my legs here. Oh God. Very slippery. Well, it wasn't very wide, but it was pretty deep. So this is Hunt Fish Falls, and I'm pretty sure my Boy Scout troop used to come here back in the day on overnights. I just never could remember the name of it. For years I've been taking my friends to a different area in Lower Lost Cove, thinking it was the same place as this, and never been able to find this swimming hole, because it was in a different freaking part of the Lost Cove. There you go. Big ass fish in here. At least 10 or 12 inch. I don't know what kind of, maybe a trout or a little river bass or something. I don't know. I don't know fish. Huge, massive swimming hole. I don't know how I can resist. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, well, the current's a little strong here. Oh, real slippery too now. Oh dear. Okay now. Careful. Gonna use the moss on this rock to help me keep my footing now. Oh boy. Oh, it's working now. Okay. Just have to hold on a few more feet here. Oh. Oh, by golly, I made it. Crag Prong Falls. Nice deep swimming hole there. Even deeper one with a jump down there. And plenty more to explore. Swimming hole, swimming hole, swimming hole. Hey! Wow, wow, wow. That section is awesome. Through Harper's Falls, Huntfish Falls, Graggy Falls. I'm forgetting all the names, but I came in from that away, but you can access it from up here too. Man, I gotta get back here immediately. Probably within a week of finishing the trail, I'd like to come back here and do a little glamping by the swimming holes. Because I decided not to stop and swim today. Just took some pictures and soaked my feet. But I would love to bring friends up here and set it up right. Really, really just incredible place. We're so lucky to be able to enjoy. Those guys are four-wheeling with their Jeep on this freaking road right here, man. I thought they closed this road from cars for a reason. It's kind of hard to see with all the camouflaging of the shadows, but it's just rutted out. They made it up though. I said, what are you guys doing? They said, oh, you know, testing the limits. Fuck yeah. Wow, this is gnarly. Just before I saw those guys, there was a couple in a, not a Jeep, a 4Runner that didn't look lifted. And the guy was kind of already brushing some rocks with the bottom of his chassis and was kind of scratching his head to think if he could make it over the next little hump. It wasn't much. He had it way loaded down with gear too. But I don't think he could have made it over that. So I think it's a good choice that he stopped where he did. I think they turned around back there. But man, that's gnarly stuff. About like Pennsylvania up in here. Probably the prettiest median I've ever walked. You have the Blue Ridge Parkway or maybe some other road up there. And then the Blue Ridge Parkway or maybe some other road down there. But this walking in the middle is pretty sweet. Yeah, just right tucked up right here, real nice against this here parkway. Not far from Lynn Cove Viaduct now. You never know when you're driving up there who might be walking down here. Just passing under the Lynn Cove Viaduct on the MST. Nice sturdy bridge here. Hey everybody, it's been a fun day navigating all the waterfalls and river fords, but out of the main area of all that now and back up on the parkway. Blue Ridge Parkway is just up there, and this is the Lynn Cove Viaduct Visitor Center. It's not open. In 2012 it was, but it's closed right now. It does have bathrooms that are locked. They got these metal protector sheets over the windows. This is like a gift shop slash snack bar. There are outlets in the bathroom, I remember, but there's no outlets on the outside. So not much for me to do here. I'm not sure if they're collecting trash here or not, so I don't think I'm gonna leave anything in these cans either. But I was hoping on charging my phone, but I did stop and take a snack, and hope this place gets up and running. It looks a little run down just from looking around, but hopefully some kind of resource for hikers will be here in the future. Nice paved path coming out of the Lynn Cove Viaduct Visitor Center. I guess they have the entrance blocked off of the parkway because there's nobody else down here. So enjoy this smooth trail while I can. I think I'm gonna push 4 more miles-ish and get to the next little campsite area. And then tomorrow, I'll try to make it to Julian Price Campground in the morning just to charge up and see if I can use the facilities without staying. The peaceful sounds of motorcycles off the parkway, which we are running parallel to again, only this time it's elevated. Got some sections roped off here for protecting the vegetation. In 2012, I remember it was raining the day that I did all this. I remember hiding out under the viaduct and under some of these cliffs, these rock cliffs, to stay dry. When I finally got up here, yep, you guessed it, no view, just clouds and mist. But, ooh, looks like it was worth the return trip. Well, hey everybody, it's summer time at the end of day 12, I believe, of the 2021 MST Thru Hike. I am camped on a side trail off the MST, about a half-mile side trail by the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's very, very windy up here. I've kind of got my tarp set up to avoid the wind, but not doing great. It is holding. I've even got a stick as a third pole. We'll see what happens tonight.
Worst case, it blows down and I'm just cold. I don't think it's gonna rain. Knock on wood.
I'll see you tomorrow.